Brian Hare, Survival of the Friendliest, Understanding Our Origins and Rediscovering Our Common Humanity. Step into the fascinating world of Survival of the Friendliest by Brian Hare, where the power of friendliness and cooperation has shaped human evolution. This book explores the remarkable cognitive abilities that set humans apart, delving into the science of theory of mind, self-domestication, and the connections between our physical and social evolution. Discover intriguing studies on foxes, bonobos, and human anatomy, illustrating how sociability and communication skills have driven our species. The book masterfully reveals that our capacity for empathy and friendship has been, and still is, one of our greatest strengths.
Evolution of human cooperation. Humans possess a unique cognitive ability to understand and communicate, known as the theory of mind. This evolutionary trait enables us to cooperate and work together. Unlike our closest evolutionary relatives, chimpanzees, who struggle to recognize helpful gestures, humans excel in recognizing other people's thoughts, feelings, and individual experiences that may differ from their own. This unique trait evolved due to a long history of domesticating dogs and breeding them to follow human commands, which gave humans an evolutionary advantage. This book explores how evolution provides answers to why humans have the most honed ability to understand and communicate, and work together effectively. How a geneticist domesticated foxes. In Siberia, geneticist Dmitry Belyaev attempted to domesticate foxes, breeding one group that was allowed to mate only if they were friendly towards humans, while the other group was left alone. Over time, the friendly group developed new physical and behavioral traits, including floppy ears, shorter snouts, softer fur, and better communication skills. Remarkably, the foxes retained their sociability even if raised by the control group. This experiment shows that friendliness is a genetic trait that corresponds to better communication skills. The results suggest that evolution selects for both sociability and communication skills, which are linked by the same genetic process. Living amongst chimpanzees versus bonobos. Chimpanzees and bonobos are both species of apes that exhibit different social behaviors. Chimpanzee society is marked by aggression, violence, and competition, especially during mating season. In contrast, bonobos exhibit friendly and cooperative behavior, with no combative competition over mates. Bonobos prefer to share food and verge on being pacifists. Scientists suggest that these friendlier apes have undergone a natural process similar to domestication, but completely in the wild. The research indicates the importance of cultivating traits like friendliness and cooperative social skills for a species' evolutionary success. The evolution of friendliness. The physical features of the modern human face show evidence of self-domestication and an increase in sociability, which may have given Homo sapiens an evolutionary advantage over other hominids. The shrinking of brow ridges and jaws, the development of white sclerae, and other physical changes all suggest that friendliness was favored during human evolution and resulted in more effective communication, denser social structures, and the ability to collaborate on developing new technologies. The power of human connection. Human bonds are forged through chemicals like oxytocin, which alter the mind and allow us to form positive social relationships. Our species has evolved to create strong social bonds with strangers, allowing the creation of large communities we rely on. This bonding has a dark side, which will be explored in the next part. The dark side of human friendliness. Our natural inclination for social bonding has been integral to the flourishing of our species. However, this same trait can bring out the worst in us, especially towards outsiders. Rachel's story from the Banyamulenge community in Congo exemplifies how strong social bonds can make us dehumanize outsiders. Our brains release oxytocin to empathize with people within our group and be hostile towards non-group members. This tendency to hate outsiders is accentuated by cultural depictions of them as non-human animals, a phenomenon known as simionization. To prevent this dark side of our nature, we must cultivate empathy and promote our shared humanity. Combating hate with casual connections. Andrei Patinsky, a non-Jewish individual, risks his life to smuggle food to Jewish people in Poland during the Nazi occupation. Sociologists Pearl and Samuel Oliner highlight that most resistors against the Holocaust had close friendships with Jewish neighbors, reinforcing the message that fostering tolerance with casual contacts is essential. In modern times, alt-right ideology is an example of groups committing to oppression and hate against outsiders. Suppressing backward beliefs with violence could intensify hate among people. A better approach would be to create spaces for non-threatening interactions between groups. Research shows that positive, casual interactions between college roommates of different races can promote tolerance of racial differences. Likewise, white residents in desegregated neighborhoods were more likely to support further desegregation. To combat societal discrimination, cities need to fund mixed-income housing developments, create more inclusive public spaces, and eliminate physical barriers to encourage interaction and ensure people know their neighbors. Animal kindness, human kindness. During the Second Congo War, Claudine André faced a challenge of taking care of a dozen bonobos in Kinshasa, her home city, which was under siege. After the war, André set up kindness clubs to teach local children about bonobos and their lives. The reason behind it was to prevent another conflict by teaching children to respect and love animals to be more likely to take care of each other. Humans have been living alongside animals for as long as our species has existed, using them for food, workers, and even considering them family. Our love of animals is evident in our rituals, as seen in ancient burial sites. Studies reveal that people who foster interspecies friendships are more likely to extend kindness towards other humans as well. How we see the animal world and our relationship to other living creatures are implications of how we think of each other. We ought to cultivate a nurturing attitude towards nature to tap into our capacity for friendship.
As we reach the end of this enlightening journey through survival of the friendliest, it becomes clear that human evolution has been significantly driven by friendliness and cooperation. Our advanced cognitive abilities, theory of mind, and self-domestication have pushed our species to remarkable heights. Bonobos, foxes, and humans themselves exemplify how physical and social traits intertwine through evolutionary processes. And while the darker side of human interaction shows the potential for dehumanization and violence, the power of empathy and understanding can always prevail. By fostering tolerance across diverse groups and cultivating our nurturing instincts, we can harness our natural affinity for friendship and collaboration to positively impact communities and the world at large.